Hello Mouses! Today with the amendment for marriages regarding trans people on the marriage same-sex couples bill being quashed, I want to talk about some of the problems that this has brought up. Okay, let's start by talking about what this amendment was for. When the gender recognition bill came in and people could get gender recognition certificates to have their gender that they've transitioned to legally recognised and give them all of the rights that they should have had anyway, when that came in, there was a provision that said that in order to get a GRC, if you were married, you had to divorce. Now, the reason this happened is because the Gender Recognition Act came into force before the Civil Partnerships Act came in. So, at the time, there was only marriages allowed between a man and a woman. And if you're transitioning, you become a same-sex couple. Therefore, you'd have to be a married same-sex couple. So you have to get divorced. That's how the reasoning went. So a lot of people did. But now we have the Civil Partnerships Act, and you're allowed to have civil partnerships between same-sex couples. But the new marriage bill allows marriages between same-sex couples, so you don't have to have civil partnerships anymore. So, as a part of that, you no longer have to get divorced in order to get a gender recognition certificate, because you can have your marriage converted from a straight marriage to a gay marriage, and that'll be fine. And in addition to that, you can also have your civil partnerships converted to a gay marriage if you want. It costs a little bit, but you can do it. So, what about all the people who lost their marriages? Are they going to get their marriages back? No. They can have their civil partnerships converted, but they can't have their original marriage back. Even though the way the law was set up was supposed to be that you could end your marriage, have a gender recognition certificate, and have a civil partnership come in pretty much on the same day. So there shouldn't have been any delay. But you still can't have your original marriage back. That's just not allowed. So this amendment was brought in to say, look, you can now have that. But here's the thing. The amendment, after all of the people in the committee had a nice good laugh, and I'm not joking, this has been reported from people who were watching, they had a nice good laugh and then decided 9 votes to 3 to get rid of the amendment. So, for no real reason, it's gone. So why did this happen? Well, what it appears to be is that a lot of people just don't understand the point. And the point is that the government, the Labour government that was there at the time, decided to destroy some people's marriages. Just destroy them because of an administrative problem. And now they won't give it back. The Liberal Conservative coalition just says, no, we're not interested, we don't think it's a big enough problem, we're not going to spend time on it, and besides, it would cost too much. Well, I don't see how it would cost too much, because we're allowing all of this other administrative stuff. It's one line on a form that you have to add on, and that's it. There isn't an awful lot of administration added to this. Besides that, even though it's one part on the form, it's not going to affect thousands and thousands or millions of people. It's a few hundred, perhaps a few thousand people, and then it's done with. But they're still not going to do it. But here's the kicker. The biggest argument I saw that was completely flawed right from the start was, oh, we can't go rewriting history, so you can't have your original marriage back because we can't rewrite history. You can have your civil partnership converted to a marriage and we'll backdate the marriage to the date of the civil partnership, but we can't rewrite history. We can rewrite your birth certificate, which goes back to when you were born, but we can't rewrite history, so you can't have your marriage. How ridiculous is that? It's like, oh, we can't rewrite history, except in all of these circumstances where we are rewriting history already, and it's not much of an administrative problem to do it, but we can't do it in this specific case because we don't like trannies. That's basically what it comes down to. And it's utterly appalling. So, I'm going to put together a list of all the people that were on the committee who voted against this simple procedure that requires a little bit of administration for basically a one-off thing. It'll never be repeated because the problem is not there anymore. And when I get that, I'm going to list it on one of my videos so you can tell exactly which morons are in Parliament and shouldn't be. Okay, anyway, that's all I've got time for, so thank you very much for watching. If you did like this, remember to click the like button and share it with your friends so that they can see what's been getting screwed over in Parliament today just because MPs don't have a clue what they're talking about. And do subscribe for future videos. But until next time, I've been Kirk-Robinson, you've been watching the Knob Mouse channel, and I'll see you tomorrow.